I'm starting this live stream. 18:05. It was 18:04 and then it changed. And also, I just filmed the New Earth Abundance one. That was really and like totally different from what how I thought this was going to go, but it was better. So that's a message right away for whoever's going to resonate with this. But I need to be a bit more succinct with this because I think I don't even know how long I done that for. I didn't. I was just having fun doing it. But and yes, I am wearing my jam. This is my jammies, by the way. You could get away with that being a t-shirt, but I don't suit things that are up to my neck, so I wouldn't really wear things like that very much. But yeah, I'm wearing my jammies from last night because I got up so late and I've washed my face and brushed my teeth, guys, but I'm basically what I'm saying is I'm going to do this. I'm going to have my client, and then don't worry, I'll be in my bath and stuff and finished all my work by 8. So that'll do me. So hello, Nathan. How are you doing? So I was just saying I finished the other one unlisted, but I will publish it at some point later on tonight. So I have to be succinct with this so that I'm not late for my client. So if I'm not chatting back and forwards, that's why. But I'll check in with the comments at the end and say bye and stuff like that. But I hope you're doing all right. So also I was guided to this when I went to make my cup of tea. What is meant to be will always find its way. So as I say all the time when I talk about this mug a lot, but I don't show it. I've had that like, oh my God, like here we go again with the 10 years, but I've had that longer than 10 years. It's moved house to me quite a few times. But it reminds me, wait a minute, let's hold that up like that. It reminds me of my grandma, who she actually died when I was 15, so that was a long time ago. But like my grandma always pulls my eyes to it. Wait a minute. So I've just realised, oh my God, this is why I love doing this. I've just realised, wait a minute, did I smile? Yeah. I've just realised I've just titled it Mother Healing. So you see how like healing the mother line and the ancestors, and I'm talking about my grandma. I didn't connect the dots there at all. It's like what I've done with the Ghostbusters, but is this going to be a new thing? Am I going to be bringing a mug into it every day? That would be hilarious. Now I want to make that a thing. I think they want to make that a thing because I done it yesterday and I'm doing it today. I do it quite a lot though. But you see, I don't want to make it a thing because then I'll be more conscious of it. It's like I pick up my Robin mug usually when it's stuff about ancestors too. Like I actually done that when my mum came up. I think it was when my mum popped up really quickly on New Year's Day because I'm not a kind of person that really wants to talk to people on New Year's Day. But um, and when I happened to give her the mug, it was the mug that was the Robin mug, and I connect that to my nana. So and now they're guiding. I'm not getting up to get it, but now they're guiding me to my great granny, that nana's mum's teacup. So a lot of ancestors, a lot of mother healing. I'll read the comments, but I can't, because you know what I mean, it's hard for me to ignore, so I'll read what you're saying after Nathan, because like I said, I really genuinely can't hang around too long today. In fact, I'm going to put this timer on. What have we got? So I just need to do the math here. Yeah, I need to go when that timer goes, no matter what. Um, But yeah, so the ancestors are coming in to help here. And like I said, it's significant that I'm mentioning a female ancestor and I'm itching my nose like crazy. That's when the loved ones of spirit are coming. They're pulling my eyes to the picture of my nana, my grandma, all this. So this is all relevant. So whoever this is going to make sense for, your ancestors are coming in to help you. And what's meant to be will always find its way. Because my grandma used to say, what's for you won't pass you. And yeah, I know a lot of people's grandmas said that, but mine did. So what is the conflict that you've got with a family member? This could be, uh, yeah, we'll just say a family member because I would more lean towards this could be with a mother, a grandmother, an auntie. I suppose we could stretch it to like someone that is a mother in your life. So remember, that could be anybody that's got a kid. That could be like a friend that's a mother. But it is family healing. So however that fits for you. So, or healing your own feminine energy. But tell us about the conflict. Shit, whoa, look at that leapt out. Soulmate. So for me, in this deck, that is the twin flame card. Because look, it's like this guy is like longingly. Oh, wait a minute, actually, that would be brilliant. Geeking out on the thumbnail. Like that guy's longingly like a ghost looking over, like hugging her from behind. Oh my God, please no. No, okay. Like I'm gonna start crying. Is this connected to the guy from last night? I mean, so again, there is that this not only could this be about your twin flames energy being around you, and you're both alive, I hope. Um, but this could also speak to some of you if your twin flame is in the spirit world, like what happened last night. Um, because bear in mind, obviously, every now and again, I am going to attract a lot of people where that is the case. I always have over all the years, and it breaks my heart, no matter what age you are. But yeah, it's soulmate, and what's meant to be will always find a way. So the conflict is, again, it could, I feel for some people, the conflict is that your twin flame, whether this is your divine masculine or your divine feminine, is in the spirit world, that they're not with you. But I'd say for the majority of people, it's going to be they're not with you, but they're with you energetically, you know? What the, that's, we don't know, I'm just waiting to get the thumbnail. That's fine. Right, so I'll quickly read, oh shit. Calm down with putting things down like that, Claire. Fucking hell, this has been going a long time. And it's not a mug that I use, by the way. It's got like dirt and shit in it. It's like it's got a hairline crack, so it's decorative. um, right, 14. Oh, and I've just opened up the book at Innerchild, and this is Innerchild healing too. Your inner child is urging you to lighten up a little, get out your comfort zone and have some fun. So somebody needed that message. So mate, so this is the conflict, remember. Open your heart and to invite sacred love. So before I even read it, the conflict for people where you and your twin flame are both here is I feel it's intimacy or something. Like, because I almost used the spread that was about your fear of intimacy or something. Uh, yeah. You're so open your heart and invite in sacred love. Your soulmate is not far from you. Again, when you say soulmate, this is twin flame, so we'll change it to your twin flame is not far from you. To connect with them, you need to open your heart, call them in, and have patience. If you're not ready to accept your twin flame, keep working on self-love, which is my message all the time. You will be drawn to your soulmate like a magnet and feel an immense sense of familiarity. I can never say that, but I said it there. So you might think you can't do something, but you can, because you normally have to say that about 5 times, and I only said it twice, but only took 2 times, but I'm not doing it again. Like you have known, so again, there's something that means something. There's something you find really difficult to do, but it's actually going to be easier to do than what you've been thinking. So this feels like about being vulnerable with how you feel. Um, your capacity to love will increase dramatically and you will experience higher states of consciousness. No one can touch your heart in the same way that a soulmate can, twin flame can. It is important to know that your twin flame will not necessarily be your partner. Again, whatever, soulmate, twin flame. It might be soulmate for some people, but it's twin flames I deal with. He or she may come in a completely different form than what you imagined, but they will offer you incredible wisdom, growth, and expansion. Be aware that we connect with our soulmates and our twin flames when we're ready to truly evolve and move to the next level of consciousness and life experience. We attract them into our lives when we need to open our hearts fully and learn about unconditional love. Right. So here's a wee exercise you can do if you want to. So close your eyes, take some deep, slow breaths, and connect to your heart. Imagine calling your twin flame towards you now. You don't have to know what they look like, just feel the openness in your heart. Or obviously, if you do know what they look like, feel their energy. And I'm just going to quickly ask, can we cut off from the new earth if you're, sorry, no, not the new earth, cut off from the old earth if you lack negativity, Archangel Michael, connect to the new earth of peace, calm, abundance, balance your masculine and feminine. Make sure you're connecting to the new earth energy and not the fear. Or you're going to attract another karmic energy. See how that goes? Imagine that there is a gold cord attaching you to your twin flame with beautiful, loving energy flowing between you. And I often like to imagine, so we'll do it right now as well, like an infinity symbol going from your heart to their heart, sending them love. I'm just laughing at the fact I love how I was enjoying doing ones that weren't coming back to the love, but it always comes back to the love with whatever I'm helping people with, because that's what I'm here to help people with. But this was meant to be about what I titled it, but anyway. The last one's about money and career and stuff. Um, so know that you're supported and will soon meet each other in the physical reality, or for some of you, you already have. Or like, you're going to see them again after a while. Keep working on opening your heart and enjoying your life. So that's a strong message because the other one that I saw in the book was like, lighten up, like stop being so serious. Right, so open your eyes if you even closed them. How my actions perpetuate the conflict. So again, remember, I was getting a sense that this is about like fear of intimacy, fear of opening up, fear of being vulnerable. What cards have I got to go with that? Let's go with it. We'll use the inner child ones now. No, I'll use that last. How my actions perpetuate the conflict. That deck. Maybe both these decks. I'm just like, I didn't want it to be about love, but it's not me. They chose it that way. How No, right, okay, I think we need to go with these. It might be because I'm not going to have time to do anything remotely lovey, other than maybe I think I mentioned briefly in that one I just done, so, right. And also, because this is to do with mother healing and feminine energy, it's going to make sense to people where you've not had an overly. I just feel this is going to speak to people you've not had a good experience with being open and vulnerable about your feelings. So you may have been brought up in an environment where if you tried to express your feelings or you got upset or something, it was like, stop crying or stop talking about your feelings. I don't know. Okay, that's not funny, but you know what I mean? Whatever do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, because that's like quite a lot of people, whether you're a man or a woman. Like, it's okay to cry about your feelings. It's okay to get angry about your feelings. It's uh, it's all okay. It's all good. Purge it. Let it go. We all need to do it. We all do it. And if you don't do it, I remember once speaking to someone and they were like, this was years ago, and it was not in like a professional capacity, and they told me they hadn't cried for years. And I was like, I felt so sad for them because that's not healthy, man or woman. That was actually a female. Um, but obviously that must be relevant to someone. I'm thinking of you, I get nostalgic listening to music, and I think of you, you're on my mind. You stay on my mind. That's by the Disciples, which then leads me to think it's something to do with like Jesus and Mary Magdalene guiding these unions together. But you're on someone's mind and they're H again. They're horny. I'm horny. I didn't say it last night. I don't know if you're allowed anyway. Moving on. I don't know if you're allowed to say that. There's loads of other worse things. But when I'm with you, I can't think straight. I act weird and crazy because I want you so bad. You're just so gorgeous to me. But see how this can still tie in from the one from last night? Because that is what they are. You here again? You better tell me your fucking name if you're here again. But it's like that is what he said to his. That sounds that's what he came through saying. That when he was here, he used to go a bit weird and act crazy and not like as confident charmer self that he would with other women because he felt strongly about um, you know, his twin flame. So and so, but yes, there's a lot of passionate feelings here. I feel it's like putting this together. It's like there's a lot of passionate feelings, but it's also with love. But maybe this person's never like put these two together to like do something about it. Like, I'm processing, I'm working out what to do, what to say, and how to do it. That's why I need time. But I'm just laughing because in the last one, it was like, there's the one that says thank you. In the last one I just done about money, it was about, how you can, it's had things about decisions and choices. And it's about how you can stay stuck in that place for years. Thank you for being my best friend. Even when I pushed you away, nobody knows me like you do. Thank you. Right. I can't, I'm going to, it won't take a lot to make me cry because my sleep's all over the place. But if you watched last night, clearly that is, so Heather, I hope you watched this. He's definitely coming in again. Um, and you really must have had a very close friendship because this best friend thing is coming through rapid and it's quite triggering for me because that's one of the only nice things mine has ever said to me. So um yes, anyway. Um right, so we'll put um that there. But could you get me something how my actions perpetrate the conflict? Free yourself. You don't need to be in control of everything for a successful relationship to be successful. There we go. That's what I'm saying. Like whether this is you or your person, you're trying to control everything. You're trying to control not being vulnerable. Like you're trying holding your shit. Like you're just trying to control everything, which can bring up loads of different problems in life. Um, you don't need to be in control of everything for a love relationship to be successful. You need to have a successful when we're talking about twin flames, to have a successful twin flame relationship, which is not the same as a normal love relationship. Believe me, if I ever am giving love advice that's not for twin flames, I will state that. And again, I do feel I will be doing that at some point. I'll probably have to create a whole new channel because it doesn't confuse people. But my advice it wouldn't be completely different, but some stuff it really would be because I would not advise anyone to hang around and wait on somebody to catch up with you if you're not a twin flame. And I don't even like calling it that when you are a twin flame, but when you're a twin flame, it is different. Like, um, you're going to create more hassle for yourself by involving more people if you're the feminine. It's fucking annoying, but it's not that hard if you're like me. Like, I don't have a desire to see other people anyway, but deception, someone is wearing a mask in this relationship. Yeah, again, that's what they're saying the conflict is. It feels like the masculine um that resonates with this, all the people that resonate with this, whether male or female, your actions of trying to control, basically being composed all the time and not being vulnerable, and just basically not admitting that like you've got vulnerabilities like every other fucker else on the planet. You know what I mean? That's the conflict. The person or the thing that you're in conflict with. Well, we know that that's going to be your twin flame, but let's see, or yourself actually. The person or thing you're in conflict with. Ah, ooh, very interesting. Responsibilities, romance interrupted, duties come first, but it was in reverse. So this is a group of masculines that the person or the people you're in conflict with are, well, remember this is about family and ancestral stuff, so it could be your family is putting too much responsibility onto you, which is creating problems with other areas of your life, specifically love and things you want to go towards. Um, Whether, by the way, whether this is your older family or people you've got family with, like created family with, it's because remember I said it can be mother or children, but it's whoever this makes sense to people. But that's who you're in conflict with. Um, but or it's in the past because it's in reverse. But it's like I said, romance interrupted, duties come first. So this could even be someone that's a workaholic. They're putting work before love. This doesn't even that's the thing. For some people, this could even be connected to people that actually haven't even got anybody else romantically. Or they have casual people romantically because it's like work comes first, money comes first. Life partner. Your romance is stable and ready to go the distance. So whatever it is, it feels like that's being resolved, or it will be soon. Whoever that's speaking to. Wait a minute, I want to see if the workaholic card comes out, or I'm busy. I keep myself busy at work or something like that. I regret lying to you. So again, it feels like that's coming. That came through last night as well. Like somebody's this. We've got the mask, the deception. Somebody's lied about a lot of stuff. But it feels like they've lied about their feelings for you. I know I messed up everything. I know I messed up everything. So this person knows that they messed up. Again, it feels like people have prioritized the wrong things, or maybe it's they've not they've prioritized what basically. If this is you, you've prioritized what you needed to prioritize, and perhaps you're still in the mode of you don't regret, like you prioritized what you felt you had to, and you would do it all again that way. But now you've got regrets or something. It's however it resonates. Um, but it could be that you're like, shit, I put my work before love. It's different for different people. How that person or thing perpetrates the conflict. What deck of cards? I kind of need to hurry it up here a bit. Um, I'm going to use this wee. This is interesting. I wonder if I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if the Three of Swords comes out, but we'll just see. because that mentions like divorce and separation, and it feels like exes and stuff, or but it can just be people's fat, like what I've said, like Romeo and Juliet kind of stuff, or The Notebook, or this theme seems to be really in the collective right now, and it will be with Mars and Cancer because it's mother healing. It's like because in that it's like her mum forbids her to get with Noah. But then it turns out the mum's actually doing that because she didn't pursue her own love interest, if you've seen it. What's perpetuating the conflict for whoever's resonating with this, because I need to hurry it up. Temperance in reverse. Extremes, excess, imbalance, chaos, lack of balance, harmony, conflict. I always feel like that can be things to do with drinking too much, partying, being out of balance. Um, Avoidance, fear of change, fear of loss, aimless, indecision. Oh my God, Eight of Cups in reverse. Somebody's not leaving. Somebody's scared to leave their old life behind. That can be actually leaving like a party lifestyle. Sorry, I'm laughing because that's actually there's a if that's resonating with you, there's a that's you can see from the thumbnails. If you click join the membership, you'll see that one of the thumbnails it actually has a card that says always partying, but it's also got that really romantic lovers card where the guys on. It feels like this is someone that's trying to make a decision between. It's like you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me when I was studying counselling and I hid from the whole course until right at the end. And remember, if you know, I literally will write a book one day about my experience on that course. But anyway, I hid from the whole course that I was a medium because it felt like such a big deal. It was like, I can only be a counsellor or a medium. I can't be both. And then at the end, when I actually told people that I was a medium, they were like, oh, yeah, that totally makes sense. We thought that. And it wasn't a big deal. And it's kind of like, so it's something that you think is a really big deal. It's like, you can have both. You just need to have a bit of balance, like turn the cards around, like walk away from the way that things used to be because you're not actually happy anymore with doing the same old, but just have more of a balance because it says walk away, disillusioned, withdrawal, abandonment, retreat, moving on, like moving on from how things used to be. It doesn't need to be like you're giving up something, it's just you're changing it a bit or not doing it as much. Or so it's like if you like a night out, you can still have a night out. Maybe you're just not going out every fucking weekend or something. You're just it's like growing up. Middle path, moderation, patience, balance, harmony, self-control. So that's so, again, it's a guy speaking through me, but it's just really funny. It's kind of like stuff I spoke about last night. Like my life used to revolve around going out too, and then you get it, you're like, what a fucking, you know what I mean? What a fucking waste of life to spend your life like waiting on a night out, like, which is usually shit anyway. Like, but I've had some good nights out, but more so not good ones. Um, One thing I don't regret, I don't personally don't. I feel I'm speaking to a collective of people that I don't regret I don't regret I had so many and it's the sad thing is loads of the people that I used to party with, I'm actually like no friends with any of them anymore. But I had loads of fun memories. So, it makes you who you are. But I'm so glad to not be that person anymore. Um I just like to live with no regrets. So I feel I might be channeling people that feel the same. One thing within your control to help resolve this conflict. So, like I said, I feel the conflict is you're having trouble moving on from one way of being, or you're feeling like it has to be one or the other, when maybe it doesn't. Maybe there's a balance that or it could be like, because it was fear of intimacy, it could be like, I've either got to go from being like in a toxic karmic thing or enjoying my single life to being like engaged and married and with like three kids. It's like, where's you know what I mean? Like, give yourself a break, like, like take it slow, whoever you are. Um, and time's up. Spend time's up because the timer went off, but time's up. Yeah. Spend time in nature. Let the beauty of nature refresh your soul. And we've got pull yourself close. Every part of your being deserves love. That's like when I said, and I'm going to publish that later on tonight or tomorrow, the Mediumship Monday video, I mentioned something about that, like when I watched that film, and then I woke up crying. I said it last night too, and I just held that part of me close and, gave myself love rather than being like, oh, stop crying, you know what I mean? It's like as if I'm going to talk to myself in the middle of the night. But you know what I mean? I just, allowed myself to cry and I started to hug myself. Um, Even in my imagination, because it's real when you do that. It's not ignoring what's coming up. And my nose is really itchy here. And also, it's kind of mind blowing. I said on the one that I filmed before the live last night, somebody must really need a message because I don't really want to do this. So how amazing is that it was spot on? So thank you, Charmer Man, Heather's best friend and spirit. You came through very loud and clear and helped a lot of people, not just Heather. I feel it helped a lot of people. Including me actually, that really reminded me how much I love this. Get lost, fall deep into the realm of imagination. I think he needed to hear that, that he's, I think, yeah. Flow with the rhythm, get lost in the rhythm of movement today. Emotions are a reflection, look for the deeper meaning. And so yeah, you need to get in connection with what this is about. And if you need help with that, book a session. But I am going to read what Nathan said and I better go. So I'm down. Oh, sorry to hear you're down. Had a disagreement. Oh my God. And you got all those cards about disagreement and that's, oh wow, you see, so this is what I mean, crystal clear visions. That was obviously me picking up on what was coming. You got loads of cards about that. But I'm happy the healing is working and less reactive when it comes to my triggers by the day. Good. Proud of you both. And I look forward to meeting Margaret. I have trouble crying until I'm totally overwhelmed. Um, I really understand that, Nathan. Yeah, sometimes I judge myself for that because it's like oh God, your Chiron's pulling me into a deep conversation, but to try and kind of round off what I'm saying is, um, I love crying and I find it very cathartic. And actually, sometimes the things that really sort of trigger me off to cry are watching a film, like a sad, the ones that I've seen before that I know is, hello, how are you doing? I'm just finishing this off, so I will catch you on the next live stream that we're on, but great to see you on here. But yeah, but basically, yes, I know. I was filming these. I filmed one unlisted, and then I filmed this live, which is always a risk because, well, because it's me doing this, and I lose track of time. But I'm doing all right because I've finished and I was just reading the comments. But yeah, but actually, Lexi, if you do happen to be around, I think I said that to an email the way. If you do happen to ever be around at 444 and 555, any of these ones, I'm going to be doing that the rest of the week until Friday. And I'll carry it on next week if I like it. But yeah, basically, um, I can help you with that and talk about that deeper when we do a one-to-one, Nathan, because I think it's something about being strong. You know what I mean? Like, I just get what you're saying. I feel I hold it in till the point where I can as well sometimes. Not all the time. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do let it out. But I do, basically, I get what you're saying too. So there'll be a lot of people that know what you're saying. Like I said, I just mentioned that I've known people that haven't cried in years. Women do. So, but definitely lots of men. So have a good cry, basically. Have a good cry, and Mars and Cancer will help you with that. And unfortunately, as we've seen on the Divine Masculine cards, there have been a lot of cards about, let's shuffle these, see if it like about crying. People can't normally get up. Basically, put it this way, I can't even remember the last time I had a Zoom session with someone where they didn't cry. Like, do you know what I mean? Just being honest. Like I mean, that used to happen and like I've said before about in one of this flat was tiny. It was like a triangle, but I actually really loved it. But it was a flat that it was somewhere where I lived in Leith. It was like a really it was actually kind of dodgy as well, to be honest. It was like, honestly, once, like, I'm sure a drug dealer came to the door. I'm not even kidding. It was like, I've lived in some fucking, I've lived in some questionable places. But I'm still here to tell the tale. But, and it was on a slight slant. It was weird. It was like living on a boat. Oh, fuck. I did love that flat once you got used to that, but it was a bit weird. It was really high up. Um, to give you a bit of a picture of this, if you don't live in Edinburgh or Scotland, you don't know what I'm talking about. This street is just off the Leaf Walk, so it's like, and you remember that it's kind of like reminds me like when I was at uni, and you've got people that are really ignorant and don't know about Edinburgh, Scotland, and that like they're like they think like train spotting. Basically, train spotting gave certain areas of Edinburgh a really bad name, and it's kind of like you ought to fucking live a little and go naturally, like go to these places and talk to people and meet people and don't just assume that because something's on, um, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, basically it's yeah. Um, Why did I start saying that? Sorry, I started reading Lexi's comment. Um, yeah. Anyway, I've been learning a lot about spirituality. I started saying about my flat. Oh yeah, it was because I had a leather chair that was like a counsellor's chair before I was a counsellor. And although I was training in counselling at that point, but I wasn't. It was a college course first. Yeah, and people used to cry as soon as they sat in it. I've cried over you. Oh my God. Whoa, freaky. Look how many cards there are. But that's why they got me to pick them up. So yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of people really deep in their feels. So whether you're a man or a woman, take care of yourself and, book a session if you feel comfortable to do that with me. Do you want to just do a video thing tomorrow? It's no rush. My client rescheduled due to an illness, so I have nothing going on. Oh, right. It's on the vision board to visit. Got to get a passport. Yes. Oh my God, I'll love it when you. That'll be so amazing. That'll be emotional. God, I don't know about you, but I'll be crying for hours whenever I meet you in person, wherever it is, whether I come to meet you in America or you come here. But whenever I meet any of yous, actually, because every time I've went to England, I've wanted to catch up with quite a few people, and I did manage to do it one year. But like Charlotte, I definitely need to see Charlotte whenever I go there next. I probably will do that at some point this year. Um, Wait a minute. Well, basically, Lexi, I'm finished now. So do you want to talk now? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm getting so it's like it's still a Mercury retrograde. I finished this now, so we can finish this conversation over the email. Let's do that. Um, but yes, I'm going to wrap this up. So I hope that this spoke to and made sense to whoever needed it. And I will be, well, if I'm not talking to Lexi after this, I will probably be back right after to do another wee one. Uh, but if not, I'll be back after. I might not be back. There's loads to put out today, but I'll see you tomorrow. I'll try to do it like, oh no, 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 don't worry. I was coming. I was just wrapping it up. Like, and I don't mean like 10 minutes late kind of thing. So anyway.